Trapped on video.
Hello folks all over the world. The arrival of the warm season favors the patrols of many ghost hunters. Every day more people are interested in the world of the paranormal, thanks also to the technology that allows us to interact, and to the precious video testimonials from all over the world. If you want to follow this type of investigation, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell. Good watching. The ghost child has fun. Twitter user from Malaysia, Ipansu, in December 2019, claimed to hear strange presences and noises near his home. He posted 2 videos, taken from the security cameras of his home, that are as frightening as they are clear. A strange little figure, apparently in a dressing gown, approaches the gate and then bows down and disappears. At the same time, few seconds later, in the garage the other camera films this. Here too, a figure in a dressing gown runs, and bows to pick up something, and then heads to the left side of the garage, disappearing into thin air. What do you think about it? Is it a Malaysian joke with video editing or something really unknown? Let me know on the comments. The next video we're going to see was posted by the talented Ricky Velasquez, that we have already been able to appreciate in this channel. The video in live streaming was broadcast on his YouTube channel, in April 15, 2021. At kilometer 18 of Federal Highway 57 in Monclova, Coahuila, a state of Mexico, there is a very large and luxurious house that has been abandoned and, although there are no records of what happened, the legend has it that within its neglected walls, it contains a bloody story. A family suffered many years ago. It is said that one starless night the owner of the house arrived, expecting to see his family reunited. However, when he opened the doors of his house, the man saw the worst thing imaginable: his family murdered, his wife on a bloodbath, her boyfriend drowned in the pool, and her daughter having her throat cut, and she was raped in the bathroom. After witnessing this horrific scene, the man went mad, and it is said that they took him out of town. The property has been forgotten, however it was also haunted, as it is said that dead people cannot yet rest in peace, as there are many testimonies of having seen ghostly figures through the windows, between the corridors, the swimming pool and different points of the house. Even in the surrounding area, you can see a woman wandering around with a twisted face. The house of kilometer 18. In the first few minutes, Ricky greets the many streaming connected people watching, and approaches the house, talking about the mystery and legend surrounding this place. When he starts walking through the exterior corridors of the house, clear EVP voices are recorded. Ricky continues his exploration, and when he arrives at a room where satanic rituals are performed, gunshots are heard in the distance. You should know that the local newspapers have repeatedly reported that this area was used by drug cartels to kill and bury their victims. For this reason, Ricky is seriously scared. Indeed, he decides to turn off the lights for a few minutes. Several EVPs and sinister noises are heard during the investigation. Next, Ricky uses the Kinect towards the exits of the house, after which he turns on the spirit box to ask some questions, but the answers are all negative: "Get out of here," "hypocrite," "murderer," and other bad words. Then guttural voices and whispers. Sitting with his back to the wall, he tries to light an exit, and a strange shadow makes him pant. A night full of tension, negative energies, EVPs and sounds, gunshots, and a really sad story, lived completely alone. Really creepy. Thank you for this testimony, Ricky. You can find the full video in Ricky Velasquez's YouTube channel. The Abandoned Factory Part 3. In the previous videos, we have followed the adventures of a good paranormal investigator from the Czech Republic, ILMN Bono Paranormal. As many of you who follow the canal already know, Bono went to an abandoned car factory in Ostrava, Czech Republic. Given the constant requests of his followers, he decides to return a third time, in January 3, 2021, and again with the promise to remain calm, because as you will surely remember, even the last patrol ended with an escape and with the Bono with his nerves completely in pieces. And, I would also say, understandably, because as you remember he had to deal with shadows, closets that opened by themselves, and really scary noises. So, let's see together what happened in this new patrol.
There. Now, so this is the part that I didn't explore yet. Here is elevator. Our forward, okay. Here is, I don't know. I won't go. You know what? I'll go there. Scary steps. This is the lowest you can go in this building. And this actually.
In the first part of the video, Bono explores the elevator area, a section he had not yet been to. Later, he decides to go to the lowest area of the factory, where the explosion occurred. But while he is in the room, a noise like a thrown object behind the camera frightens him.
What the hell? That was so loud. Isn't that still in? I don't know. That's just... Oh my god.
A strange translucent mist emerges from a hole in the wall. Look here. And also this time, it seems that someone in that place is having fun scaring him by throwing objects, because shortly after, Bono hears another noise coming from the corridor.
You heard it. There is something.
But, as soon as he decides to approach the noise, a shadow beside him terrifies him to death.
Oh my god! Did you see that?
Bono returns to where he saw a dark shadow, but as he advances into the room, inexplicably, another object falls to the ground.
This is the only remaining. Yeah, the only remaining room.
2 minutes later, Bono decides to go up to the ground floor, but as he climbs the stairs, the dark shadow is behind him. This time, Bono manages to film the shadow on camera. He is exhausted by the tension, and this time too, he runs away from that ghostly place.
Okay, I had enough. Let's go out of here. No! I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm not returning to this place ever again.
An incredible testimony, the third on the same place, which makes our questions even stronger. And what do you think about it? Let me know in the comments below. the ghost of the soldier on guard. This new video was shot by the Italian group, PIT, Paranormal Investigation Team, made up of investigators Paolo, Deborah and with cameramen and photographers Giacomo also called Jack, Marco and Simon also called Pimit. In the video, released in January 2021, the team scouts a very large old WW2 bunker, deep in the woods, where many soldiers are said to have died defending the fort. The bunker is so large, that the team had to walk through deep snow for many times to find the entrance. The inhabitants of the local valley say that passing in the adjacent street, there are people who say they have heard gunshots, moans, screams, footsteps, ammunition loading noise or even called clicks. Initially, the PIT group goes along the road that leads to the entrance of the bunker, but when Paolo is about to enter, they hear a sound that scares them.
Raga, io vado. Chi è stato?
Ah, ok, l'hai sentito?
Sì, l'ho sentito anch'io.
Chi c'è? No, raga, ha fatto un verso, c'è stato il rumore.
C'è stato un verso. C'è qualcosa.
Once inside, the boys realize that the bunker is bigger and longer, full of narrow and distressing tunnels, without directions, dirty. In the walls there are spiders and grasshoppers. It is made up of several floors. They begin to patrol them one by one, going down more and more. The place gets darker and darker, but at a certain moment, when they arrive at a corridor, this happens.
È la direzione giusta? Vuoi che veniamo laggiù? Cos'è?
Mi ha toccato qualcosa, ragazzi, calma. Ragazzi, mi ha toccato qualcosa.
Ti ha toccato sullo zaino?
Dietro, sulle spalle.
Raga, da questo lato c'erano dei passi.
Ok.
Qualcuno correva.
Someone or something invisible, very fast ran into their corridor, making a sound and touching Jack's shoulders. The terrified boys decide to continue the exploration by entering the other tunnels, when they find a room where they can start a spirit box session and ask some questions.
Qui dentro?
E poi ha detto panico. Siete in panico?
Sì.
Cosa sta succedendo? Fuori.
Vai. Sto parlando tra di loro.
Siete soldati?
The EVP session is amazing. They receive information saying that several soldiers were trapped by the enemy in the bunker. Among them there are also British, belonging to the 33rd Alpini Regiment. The enemy was nearby, at the bridge outside the bunker. During the session the group hears some noises like gun clicks coming from the tunnel, and the photographer Simone manages to shoot something really scary. Let's look together.
Raga,
Che cos'è quello, raga?
C'è qualcuno.
Cos'è?
C'è qualcuno, guarda. Guarda lì, che c'è un'ombra. In
Nera.
mezzo al corridoio.
La vedi?
In mezzo al corridoio.
Ho sentito qualcosa, ragazzi. Ho sentito qualcosa.
The tension rises in the group. They perceive a hostile air. Paolo moves away from the others to understand where some noises were coming from, but while he is in a tunnel, he sees something that was observing him.
Ehi?
Ciao uguale.
Raga! Non potete capire! Cosa è successo? C'era qualcuno in fondo al corridoio! Come c'era veramente un'ombra!
The PIT group begins to think that they are in danger, because the EVPs become more threatening, so they decide to look for the exit, but retracing the road made, a landslide of stones blocks the road. So afraid of the low energy of the battery lights, they look for hastily another exit, when suddenly, Paolo picks up something which clearly shows that they were followed. The footage is shocking, incredible, and truly scary.
Sento aria.
Sento aria anch'io.
Sento aria.
No, raga.
No,
Come no? No.
È troppo piccolo.
Non ci passiamo.
No. Prova a fare l'altro svincolo, Paolo. Torna indietro, c'è un altro svincolo. Prova.
Vai, Gio.
A sinistra, a sto punto.
Truly a very exciting adventure. You can find the 4 original videos of the patrol in the PIT Group YouTube channel. What do you think? Have we really seen and heard lost souls of war soldiers in the Alps, or is it just suggestion and video editing? The decision is yours. The ghost who loved to watch movies. The YouTuber, Gary Lloyd, from Lundishall in Carmarthenshire, United Kingdom, in May 2020, decides to shoot a video in his basement, used to project films and organize evenings with friends, to show the guys the new lighting system.
So I got these new lights to put in our basement. I got them at Walmart the other day. Here's a blue one. So there's that one. And then over here, there's a blue one, or a red one, I mean. And that's how it looks. It really looks cool.
In a corner of the room, you see a dark motionless shadow, but when Gary raises the camera, the dark shadow seems to have disappeared. I don't know. What do you think? Is it a deception of the lights, or something paranormal? Dear mystery fans, for tonight it's all. Thanks for watching, and above all, thank you for your comments and for the support. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell to be notified. See you next week, with a new video, and new adventures. Good night.